What's up, guys? Back with the video. In this one, I'm just going to be covering this super raw. I've not really got a plan for this video, but I want to go over how I personally went from charging $250 setup and $25 per call to clients to now charging anywhere from 5 to 10K per month with a revenue share percentage on a 12-month contract. That is a pretty big change there, and there's a few key things that I did which allowed me to make that change. Number one, because I don't think anyone else who actually talks about pricing and charging more on things like this will actually address. I grew as a person. When I started SMMA, I was 18. I didn't really know what I was doing. I was very lost. I had no knowledge of the space. I really didn't even know what I was doing. I was in Charlie Morgan's course. I really was one of the OGs in the course. I joined like around 2 years ago now. And my belief in myself and my belief in my ability warranted the fact that I was charging so low. So that price point was reflective of the belief that I had in myself at that time to be able to give a great service and provide what I knew I could provide, because I knew deep down that I didn't believe in myself much because I hadn't done this before. I was learning. So I was like, I'm gonna charge this price point. So over time, I grew. Over time, I invested more in different services. I earned more money. I developed my skills. I did all these different things. And that was definitely a key catalyst in giving me more skills to be able to have more confidence in myself to charge more, and just growing as a person and growing in my abilities, growing in my confidence, in my knowledge, etc. And that was absolutely key. If I go back and watch some of the cool recordings that I did now when I first started, oh my god, it is crazy. I don't think I'd be able to. I've got them all. I've got them all tucked away in a Google Drive folder where it's just me just saying anything I can to try and keep the business owner on the call and desperately try and get them to give me money. But it's yeah, I just like the difference that I was then to me now is just absolutely crazy. So I think that's a key thing to take into account. Like, you are going to grow as you gain as you gain more skills, as you gain more knowledge, as you gain more confidence in what you're doing in this space. You're going to naturally just have the ability to charge more. You're going to have more self-confidence and more belief. I wouldn't use that as an excuse to not charge more straight off the bat, even if you are new and you can bring yourself to demonstrate your skills correctly and position yourself in a way that allows you to charge 5 to 10K per month on a retainer, let's say, for example. But the first thing I would say that was another key point in me being able to charge more was really understanding my offer. So before, when I'd work with clients, I was very much selling a commodity. So originally I was selling lead generation to coaches and consultants. That's where the $250 per month mark was. But I gradually transitioned into just B2B lead generation as a whole. And I was very much just leveraging cold email, automated cold email through Instantly to get results for my clients and also to get appointments for myself. So straight off the bat there, I just gained the confidence because I had more knowledge. I literally went from charging $250 setup and $25 per call to $3K setup and $300 per call. And I think within the first 2 months, I was at 10K a month. I signed 2 clients on $3,500 a month setup and another one at 3K a month setup. So just in the onboarding fees, literally within the first 2 months, I was signing clients at this price point and already had a 10K month. And this was around 6 months into building my agency just through B2B lead gen. So the next transition for that, and this was selling a commodity as well. This was just selling lead gen. I had the confidence to ask, and like my sales process really wasn't great. Like, it goes to show, like, business owners will take people more seriously if you actually if you have the positioning to go along with asking for a higher amount. Because like there are genuinely some business owners that will go away and laugh at the fact that you're asking for a 1K a month retainer. Like, how do you think that makes you look? Like, it's absolutely crazy. So after selling lead generation solely on its own for 3K setup, 300 per call. And I was booking around 10 calls per month for my clients, but I knew it was a problem. I knew it wasn't sustainable because a lot of them couldn't close. So hence came in my new offer where I'd really help with an end-to-end acquisition strategy for marketing agencies. So I'd help with the go-to-market strategy, so optimizing their offer, helping with the production of case studies, making sure they can use sales assets in the outbound process, making sure they're signing. Obviously, I had the lead generation process in that as well, so it helped them with cold email. So pillar one was go-to-market, sales assets, case studies, really optimizing their offer. Pillar two was lead generation, and pillar three was sales enablement. So I looked at what my highest point of leverage was with my previous clients, which was the lead generation. And then I really thought to myself, how can I differentiate myself from other people that are doing a similar thing? And how can I add more to the offer, which complements what I'm already doing to justify charging 5 to 10K a month plus? And that's what it was. It was really breaking down the key aspects of my offer, the key parts of the process, and putting them into a way that was actually congruent to charging that much. The next main thing that contributed, and I think is absolutely necessary if you're charging 5, 10K a month plus, you have to do a 2-call sales process. You can't do the discovery and the proposal and charge that much on 1 call. It is my belief that that is not possible unless you have insane case studies, insane social proof, and you're probably landing the prospects through some sort of warm outreach, so they don't need to be taken through as many sales calls. But in general, you're going to want to do a 2-call process. And what that looks like is you're going to have a discovery. So you're going to understand exactly where the prospect is now, where they want to get to, what's stopping them from getting there, why now is the best time for them to solve this problem, what are their biggest challenges, what are their biggest frustrations, mapping out their current state, their desired state, and leaving yourself as that solution to bridge the two. You want to then take all of the information that you've received from that discovery call, and you want to go away and you want to build a custom proposal, basically showing exactly how you can help them go from A to B with the key pillars of your service. So, for example, for me, it was the go-to-market strategy, it was the lead generation, it was the sales enablement. Quite clearly, it would have I'd do this all through Notion. So I'd have a headline of, I'd literally make a tailored proposal for every prospect that I spoke to who I'd build a proposal for, take all the information from the discovery, look back over it. So obviously I'd have Fathom joining the call, which is a note taker for Zoom or Google Meet. It would record the call. I'd watch the call recording back. I'd have the transcript. I'd use ChatGPT to take direct insights from that call and find out how I could apply that to the proposal based on my script. I'd give ChatGPT the transcript of the call. I'd tell it information about what I do, so I could simply just communicate with it, and it could really help me build this proposal. But essentially what it was just a where you are now section, where you want to be, what can you expect, pillar one of my service, with an exact custom plan describing exactly how I can help them go from A to B with this step. Pillar two, which was lead generation, sales development. Pillar three, which was sales enablement. And then from that point onwards, it was a timeline. It was an exact scope of how it would help them sign more clients and generate more revenue. And then it went on to pricing. It went on to what is expected from them, and then the guarantee as well. So it was a really simple framework that I used to basically convert prospects from A to B. Like, it sounds simple at a high level, but it is. It genuinely is. And like, the process doesn't go beyond just understanding your offer, really understanding what your positioning is and how you're different from other people in the market. Because if you look the same as everyone else in the market, you're going to get the same results as everyone else in the market, which is no clients. Like, there's a reason why it really does pay to charge 5 to 10K a month plus, because it helps you in differentiating your offer, because you're forced to position yourself differently. And by saying, okay, I want to charge 5 to 10K a month plus for my services, like, you're already setting that goal. So you're gonna be forced to adapt to charging that much. And that's all just comes through positioning, doing a 2-call sales process, and doing it properly with a deep discovery applying all those insights from the discovery call towards the proposal stage, and really just detailing a custom plan based on those insights, showing exactly how you can get the prospect from A to B. So I don't know if there's much more for me to talk about. I think that's everything. I'm gonna have to log back into my computer now because my monitor has gone to sleep. But yeah, it's crazy. I think those were the three main things I really wanted to. I really didn't have a plan for this video. I really wanted to just cover three things that I thought were important. Growing as a person, because you're going to get better, you're going to learn more skills, you're going to have more self-belief, you're going to naturally be able to charge more. But don't use that as an excuse to don't do it already. Understand your offer and understand how you can differentiate yourself with key pillars. Make sure you're actually unique, and use a two-call sales process. If you genuinely make a custom proposal that is actually tailored to what your target prospects needs, like, you're going to have it's going to be a lot simpler for you to close. So yeah, that's all I wanted to discuss. Myself and my business partner are opening up a 2-to-1 mentorship where essentially you're going to get direct contact with myself and my business partner. My business partner is a previous sales rep for Charlie Morgan. Both myself and him have scaled our agency way beyond 10K a month in 3 different models. And yeah, there's going to be a link to his YouTube. There's going to be a link to my Instagram, his Instagram, and you can DM it. You can DM us on either one of them if you want to continue a conversation and see what that would look like. And yeah, that's all I've got for you. Thank you so much for your time.